Hello and welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, Reborn.
My name is Tori24 Thompson.
My name is Tyler, wet and wild for Wonka, Matheson.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you like that? You like that sharp boy Timothy Chalamet playing that really funny Candyman?
I'd like to go see it, but to be honest, I have not yet seen Wonka. But I imagine I'd really like the movie if I did go see it.
Yeah,
Sure. What would be your favorite part had you witnessed it?
If I did go see the Wonka movie, it probably would have been just like, oh, like maybe when they give him like his last name, you're like, or like maybe his first name, where they're like, oh, like Mr. Wonka, and they're like, you're just like a willy little guy, like a silly little guy, and they kind of do the Han Solo treatment where they give him like his moniker.
Wait,
when
okay,
he
so
enters the big city.
what was his Christian given name then? If his name isn't William Wonka, what was his Christian name?
Francis Washington.
Is it? He's like Vin Diesel. His name is Mark Sinclair.
Yeah, he's got a
and
very
then he's like,
proper
no,
name.
that's not a Candyman's name.
He's like, I'm here for official candy business, and they're like, that's a bit wonky. Huh.
He's like, whoa, wait a minute.
Hold on a second. I can make this work. I imagine there's probably a good scene where like they try the chocolate for the first time, and everyone's like, oh, we're so mad at how good this shit is.
I imagine, like, are you aware that scene exists in the movie? Or
No, I have no idea.
So what I'm imagining the scene being like is more so like everyone's trying this candy and they're like, it's missing something. And then Timothy Chalamet Wonka comes in and goes, you know what? What if we did this and like adds some special secret magic ingredient and all of a sudden it's fucking amazing?
I'm pretty sure it's a musical. So what if
Ew.
what if he sings into it? I'm pretty sure the movie's a musical.
Well, the part that I think is interesting is that for Wonka, to my knowledge, I also haven't seen the film, so I'm just kind of guessing based on kind of temperature of the room kind of stuff.
Yeah, kind of vibe.
If smart, they would have taken some note from Hamilton, and Wonka's rapping this one, gang.
Oh.
That would have been a good,
Well, wait.
modern era kind of thing. You know?
It's not good though, because like it has to be very much for everybody. So it's more like, my name is Willy Wonka, and I'm here to say. It's like that kind of level.
I'm gonna
of
make
rap.
chocolate in a major way.
Yeah. But he does say like, and also my chocolate is bigger, and then it's like he kind of like puts himself in a hole with that one. He's like, I realized I can't say that next word. Yeah. And it's, it's kind of like a fun little like joke.
And then Hugh Grant comes out and he's like, but I can. Boom. And then he just starts going like rap god style, just 1,000 words a minute.
He's doing Wheezy. He's like Wheezy F. And the F is for fuck, man. I fucking love this fucking chocolate. Fuck, it's so good.
I have a question about how the Oompa Loompas get involved with Wonka's factory. Because the narrative... Yeah, I was going to say, the narrative portrayed to us in the original film was that Wonka was this, white savior who came in and saved the Oompa Loompa race by making them work in a factory, which is a really weird narrative.
Letting them have a living wage in a factory. Thank you very much.
Okay. You're talking about Gene Wilder verse here is what you're saying. Yeah. I don't think they ever... they just were like, yeah, I got some Oompa Loompas. I got them in here.
Well, no, he mentions that he saved them from going extinct.
Yeah, exactly. He saved them. What's your problem here?
Is that the narrative we are to believe?
Well, he said it.
Has anyone fact-checked that? Or did
History's not allowed to lie, Tay. You sound dumb.
Okay,
you sound so stupid.
All I'm asking is, can you prove to me that they didn't pack a ship full of Oompa Loompas and sail it from wherever Oompa Loompas are from to the U.S.?
They're happy. They love singing little songs.
Also, not the U.S. I don't think that's where Wonka's factory is.
Oh, that's right. It's in the yokai.
London? Yeah. So really, it's not our problem. When we think about it, why are we even worried it's not our problem? But
I mean,
wait. He doesn't have Wonka. Wonka's one of ours. I just realized Wonka could be from fucking Cleveland.
Whoa.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
He could be from Cleveland. He does not have a British accent.
Oh, American. That's what you meant. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you meant.
Whew.
Well, clearly. I hate
I hate to pull the
They cast
race
Johnny
card
Depp
here.
as Wonka. They didn't cast Idris Elba as Wonka. You know, like obviously that one was obvious.
That would have been such a more brave choice.
Like Wonka could be from like fucking Cleveland for all we know, like Detroit, somewhere like maybe that's a question that will be answered in the movie, and I can't wait to go see it and find out like if that's what actually happens. But one thing I wanted to talk with you really quick about is I listened to another podcast against my will for the first time in a while. I heard it from my girlfriend's phone, and it was the most unhinged shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. And it was so fucking... They open the podcast, and they're talking like, just before they get into the meat of the podcast with whatever like topic they're going to be diving into, they talk about their personal lives and everything. And they were just talking about looks for this podcast. And they're like, yeah, like what's something that like your partner can do that's like really hot? And they're all like, I think it's all straight women in the podcast. They're all talking about what's your husband do that's like really gets you going. And one was like, oh, I love when my husband doesn't like shave for a few days and get some stubble. Like that's really hot to me. And then like one was just like, oh yeah, I love like, you know, like when he'll like go like do something outside, or like he comes home and he's just got that like musk on him. And then another one says, yeah, what really turns me on is like when I eat like a really big meal and I'm kind of full.
Wait.
Hold on, what? And then they kept going like, yeah, like I just like really like, you know, like when I'm like a little bit full, you know, like when you eat a lot and you're kind of like, oh, I need to lay down. Like, yeah, that gets me like really turned on. And it's like, why would you say that in a public setting?
Never heard that before. That's fascinating in a way.
That's the least sexy time you can have when you're
That
like,
is
oh fuck, I gotta lay down.
Like I don't want to
Pork
get fucking,
me.
like like when
I can't get on top. Just stick it in.
Like when I have a quarter pounder with cheese and lay down afterwards, because you always lay down after that meal. The first thing that's on my mind is not, damn, I really wish I was fucking taking it right now.
I'd love to get penetrated.
Your first thought is like, where is the nearest toilet to me?
And then after I'm done on the toilet, where is the nearest bed I can lie down in?
It's such an objectively fucked up thing to say because like that feeling is so like universally unsexy, where everyone's just like, oh, don't even touch me right now. Like honestly, like I'm unbuttoning my pants because I'm so fucking full. If you were to like get near me, I'd fart. Like you're gonna touch my stomach.
That's what I was gonna say. Don't you feel farty after a big meal like that?
Like
why is no?
You don't need added pressure coming in to like rhythmically get all things that are inside of you now outside of you.
Imagine how big that fart would be though, if like the pressure inside, then like you just keep pushing against. Like and you're like,
are you thinking of this like a super soaker situation? Like if this fart's like only been pumped 3 times, but if you get fucked during it, it's going to create some type of vacuum that like allows the gas to build up and have a mega fart?
Yeah. Like because you're
so
compressing your stomach together so much that your stomach is getting packed, and then potentially there's a really big fart at the end. And that is maybe the least sexy thing imaginable.
Okay, because you're saying it with a smile as though like, how great would this be?
No,
because
it's really funny. It's objectively funny.
Yeah,
It's quite. I learned a new word for our podcast. It's puerile, which means sophomoric humor or just toilet humor.
Oh,
okay.
Just say toilet humor. Why do you need a fancy word for that?
We have a very puerile podcast, it would appear, where it's like, man, imagine getting penetrated after a big meal. That would suck.
If you ever use an academic word to describe our show again, I will drive to your house and stab you.
We're making our audience more smarter this year. They need to learn things, okay?
Like that's our New Year's resolution for them.
Our audience needs to get more smarter.
I don't need one. I'm perfect, but I think we could do some stuff for our audience.
We got some dummies, and now I'm like, okay, what is...
Wait, hold on.
What's
guys, real quick? Doesn't our audience have like a doctor in it?
I don't give a fuck.
So you can be a dumb doctor.
Oh, this is true.
Oh, that's a toe. That's a finger.
I know how to do that too.
Here's extra strength Tylenol.
It hurts when I push here. Then stop pushing there, idiot.
Yeah, let me put my fingers in your butt. All right. No, I swear I'm checking for something. Okay, creep.
Oh, you're gonna get prostate cancer if I don't. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a fucking prostate orgasm if you do.
Hey, yo.
I'm just curious, and our audience does need to learn. What are some more fucked up things that you could say that would turn you on? Like what is like a really like, if we're thinking of it in that same lens where it's like, oh, what's like something that like your partner does or something that after you do you feel like really sexy or turned on? It's like that, like, oh fuck, I think I'm getting the flu. Like, oh, like why the fuck?
So I know like people are into pain, right? But like it's very specific kinds of pain, but not like, oh, I stubbed my toe, fuck me now.
Oh fuck, my funny bone. Ow, ow.
I was getting out of my car and I hit my head right on the top of my head right on the door. Oh,
I need
God,
it.
I'm erect.
You.
You know, like when the water's too hot and you like get into a bath and you put your hand under the sink and it's like, oh fuck. It's like, oh yeah. Oh fuck. Ouch. That burned so fucking bad. Fuck. I am so horny right now. Or exact same thing. Oh fuck, I just ate a lot of beans. Oh, come on, give it to me.
Oh God.
Oh, I just grabbed a hot pan out of the oven, forgot to use an oven mitt. Jump my bones.
I just spilled hot soup on my lap. Come and get it.
What about emotional pain? My hamster died. Give me head.
I forgot to call the bank again today. Fucking rail me.
Uh-oh, looks like we're getting evicted. Well, if we only got one more night left in here.
Fuck, I scratched my Ratatouille on DVD.
Oh, my check engine light came on.
Tay, how can you talk about that when Tori just scratched his Ratatouille DVD?
I know. Sorry, we all get off to different things, okay?
We're talking about in the grand scale of things. Tori's is way worse than a check engine light coming on.
What would be weird things to see your partner do that would get you turned on? Like, oh, I just saw my girlfriend sloppily trip while walking the dog.
There's like some charm in that though, right?
No, because she didn't put her arms down to block it, so she did just fall over with no bracing.
You know, like one of those what were those called? Like the beans that just like fall over but they like bounce
Mighty
back
beans.
up. Yeah, those things. Was it like that where it's just like down and since there's no arms, it's just like a lazy kind of just like whoop.
Yeah, like just straight up, I tripped, I have nothing there, and then.
But did she spring back up like a mighty bean?
No.
Oh.
How about
So less
watching your partner attempt to put their hand in their coat pocket like 6 times before they realize
missing.
before they realize it's zipped up and they have to like very shamefully unzip it and put their hand in.
A total societal flip on that would be like, oh my God, it's so fucking hot when I watch your card get declined 6 times. Fuck, you're so broke.
I have something that is very personal to me, and it's like, oh, watching your partner tie their shoes, but they do bunny ears instead of the normal way. I don't know how to do the normal way.
There's 2 ways to tie your shoes?
There's so many ways to tie your shoes.
Yeah, there's ask the Boy Scouts.
Hey, how does your girlfriend feel about being a pedophile? Dating someone who can't even tie their own shoes.
Whoa.
That's sick.
If it helps, it wasn't a deal maker.
Wait. I'm struggling to understand here. It's like right over left, cinch that down, then do a loop and loop around the other loop and pull the loop.
Tay, I was gonna make fun of
you.
you. I was gonna make fun of you for trying to go inside baseball about how to tie shoes, but I guess I did say a few minutes earlier that our audience needs to get more smarter and learn things.
Like, so I'm learning that there's another way to tie shoes here.
Yeah.
Apparently an incorrect way to tie shoes.
Yeah.
It's not incorrect. It still gets it done. It's just people usually advanced past that beyond kindergarten. Usually. They're like, oh, there's an easy way to do it. And Tori, when you're doing it, are you like, loop the ears, Cross. Something like, are you like speaking like the whole mantra
I have
to
to
yourself?
say it out loud to myself or I just get lost.
That's wow. Okie dokie.
And she's like, fuck, that's so fucking hot when he struggles to tie his shoes. God, what else is he helpless with?
Every year for Christmas, she tries to buy me laceless shoes, but it never holds. I just love the look of those little ropes cutting across the shoe.
You're getting like this big ass Skechers Velcros that are intended for old people or diabetics that can't like get down there and tie their shoes. Oh, the ugliest looking shoes too. Yeah, maybe that's what she wants to. She's like, oh, I want to see him in some real stinker clothes. I want to see him in just like the worst fit imaginable. I like dressing Tori up in shirts that say eat, sleep, game, repeat.
Ooh. Fucking oof, dude.
Dude, she got me some fucking light up sneaks. I look so cool when I run at night.
You sure do.
When she takes me for a run to get some energy out at night.
Have I ever told you guys the story about the light up shoes joke that got a guy in trouble at an improv show?
No.
Okay. I knew a guy once who did improv, like improv shows or whatever. And the audience question boiled down to, I like my girls like I like my shoes, right? And he had to come up with a predicate to that as a joke, right? On the fly. And this was an all ages show. But he does like 18 plus shows usually, and he forgot which crowd he was at that night. And he got the prompt. He took up the mic. He says, I like my women like I like my shoes. They light up when I kick them. And like half the crowd went like, the other half lost it, and he realized which crowd he was at and had to leave.
Well, yeah, he realized he was doing a child's birthday party.
Also, don't do improv for kids. They don't get it.
Okay. Yeah, what? Sorry, I just had to slot that in there. It makes me fucking lose it every time I remember it.
What if your partner fell out trying to get off their bike? A lot of fall down ones for me, I guess.
Yeah, Tori, are you like, is that secretly what you're into? Just watching people fall, like watching people take tumbles?
No.
No. You know how people, you know how people would like late at night like switch to like, oh, here's the infomercial for Girls Gone Wild. I'm so horned up. Oh, that's so hot. Tori's flicking to the late night infomercial that's for Life Alert. He's watching all the senior citizens
I'm flicking
fall.
to America's Funniest Home Videos.
Literally about to
see some good-ass pratfalls.
Because it's just like, a bunch of people falling over.
Oh, yeah, that's good. No, Tori's a sick
That video
fucker.
of Biden on the bike, I fucking cranked it for weeks.
I mean, who didn't?
That was some spank bank material for sure.
I'm just imagining the absolute fucking out-of-pocket, not okay visual of Tori sitting on his couch, bottle of lotion to his right, Kleenex to his left, jerking it, and watching like America's Funniest Home Videos to like
just tweeting tributes to @POTUS.
That's fucking sick. You're a sick man. You're a sick man. You're a sick man, and you should be institutionalized. But you're doing it on like an iPad, so all you're doing is just getting fucking cum on an iPad. Like you're ruining like a $1,500 tablet. It's a nice one too. It's an iPad Pro. No screen protector either. Just wiping it off with scratchy ass paper towels.
Oh, hold on, let me fucking breathe. Jesus Christ.
Spraying 409 on your iPad.
Oh, God damn it.
just hey, this one made me think of you, and it's just a video of him falling down, and you just
There's lots of good fuel. If falling down's your thing, he's your guy.
And it's on YouTube. So you don't even have to like go to sketchy websites for it. It's just on youtube.com.
You're in like the replies of like official news sources showing Biden like slipping on the stairs of the plane.
Do you have another angle? Any more uncut footage of this?
Thank you, President Biden. And then like the pray emoji and then like the sweat emoji.
Now that's my president.
bunch of the water droplet emojis.
Humana.
Hubba hubba, let's go, Brandon.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck me.
He's got some fucking... He's like leaving comments in YouTube sections, just using it to like further his fetish. He's just a fucking sick freak making people play along with him.
The funniest part is everyone thinks it's like a bit or a meme, so that he's always like the #1 liked comment on any post about Biden falling.
Let's role play. You're President Joe Biden and I'm a creaky set of stairs. Uh-oh. Did I forget to vacuum this? There's a lot of dust on here. A bit slippery. Oops.
Just starts greasing surfaces Joe might walk on.
Oh, yeah? And if I was there, would you dump oil all over me?
Do you think anyone sees someone bowling at a professional or amateur level and goes like, I'm gonna jump them bones tonight?
When I go bowling, I always make sure to point at the crowd. You know, like how in the Wii bowling, the crowd is behind you, just like watching. I make sure to like use my middle finger and just finger the inside of the bowling ball a little bit, like the thumb hole, and I do it until they do the wow sound effect, and then I make my shot.
Do you talk to your bowling ball like?
Come on. Yeah, and then I like spit in the bowling ball holes. And
Which does not help your game at all, but it's crowd work mostly.
I end up chucking it into the next lane. It fucking hits a bump or smacks someone at the end of it who's just trying to carry their pitcher of Miller Lite to the table. They spill everywhere. And then what's that? Oops, someone slipped and fell on that Miller Lite there. Either way, I'm getting off, Tori.
Who was it that slipped and fell? Oh, the 47th president of the United States, Joe Biden.
Oh, who was that just so happened to be walking by as I spilled this big pitcher of Miller Lite? Oh, sorry, Mr. President.
Have you guys seen the clip of the bowling sportscaster who made the most erotic noise possible with the last pin fell? Yeah.
So someone does get sexually attracted to bowling.
Sexually fulfilled by bowling clips.
But I don't think it's a great place. Like dancing, dancing can be sexy. So you go to a club, you're like dancing. It's like, okay, I can see we're kind of like grooving with each other. But no matter how perfect or not perfect the form is, there's nothing about it that's going to get me going.
It's an inverse scale where the better you get at bowling, the less sexy it gets.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like if you were like extremely good at badminton.
Yeah, and those sick fucks try and hide it by like doing the tennis grunts, and it's like, you are not working as hard as a tennis player right now. You took 2 light steps to the right and flicked your wrist. You do not have to let out a...
You daintily kicked your foot back.
Oh! Yeah, no, you sick fuck. We all know why you're doing that, you pervert. Get out of the badminton club. You're fucking sick. In a non-horny way, this makes me want to go bowling so badly.
I want to go... I would, dude...
Shapeless goes bowling?
Fuck up a bowling alley right now.
Let's do it.
I'd eat some cheese curds. I would fuck up a bowling alley. I would make sure that my shoes are squeaky clean. Slide all the way down on accident.
A bowling alley is the last bastion of being able to
be white in America.
Have it be socially okay to go 1 pitcher of beer, please.
I'm really glad Tyler's comment kind of went under the radar there.
Yeah.
Well, it's for that too, where you can get a whole pitcher, and they're like, "Oh, for the table? No.
No.
That's from me."
They come and like put a bunch of glasses in front of you and just kind of chuckle lightly and go, "Thanks, Toots."
It's the place where you have to eat food with the very hands that have never felt dirtier.
Oh my god, it's so real.
You feel the layer like it's a glove of germs.
You're not wearing gloves at the bowling alley? Like a nice performance
I needed to be
glove?
able to slip out from the oil.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm like cheating. I'm putting Vaseline on the fingers of the gloves, so it just
you just buying like some batting gloves and then putting oil.
Hey, that guy's cheating.
That guy's cheating at the game of bowling he paid for. Oh no.
Shut up. Get your birthday party out of here, Dylan. Get the fuck out of here. This is adults only night.
It's always Dylan, isn't it?
This is adults night where we sensually lick our bowling balls and crush Miller Lite by the pitcher. So by the end, we're all just a little bit too horny for that bowling alley.
Which is to say, any amount of horny.
And that's when you're trying to like feverishly get into the bathroom, like the condoms that are like at least 25 years old in there. And you're like, come on, there's got to be at least one in here.
It should be illegal to have those. The places that still do have the bathroom condom dispensers, it should be illegal because none of those have been freshly stocked. And what they're saying is, hey, go nutting someone.
Yeah. And that's beautiful. I think that's beautiful.
Family first.
I think in 2024, we should all be more sexually promiscuous. And I'll stand by that.
No, I'm saying specifically at bowling alleys. Everywhere else, no. Get that away. Bowling alleys in, everywhere else out. It's got to be the nastiest fucking place.
Because if your hands are covered in the oil, covered in germs from the kids coughing everywhere, you've got like the grease from your hamburger, you've got sticky Miller Lite on your hands, and then you go and use a shitty condom to fuck someone after coming off a 2-11 game, it's going to be a powerful baby, and we should have more of those in the world.
Honestly, a 2-11 game, that's whatever you bowled, that's the IQ of that child. Damn. That is 100% the IQ of that child. So, like, if you bowled a 24, I got some bad fucking news for you. Yeah. But either way, that is the most red-blooded American shit I've ever heard. Yeah. Just go procreate at the dirtiest bowling alley within a 10-mile radius of you.
Yeah, and we don't mean like, oh, in your car in the parking lot. Do it in the alley.
Behind the dumpster. Yep. In the bowling alley. In the bathroom.
God bless America.
God bless America.
Oh. You can't do that in Britain.
No.
Does Britain even have a bowling alley? Let's be fucking real.
It's why they're so miserable there.
Yeah, they talk about it being a dumb American sport. It's like, y'all play fucking cricket. Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to go play cricket where I hit the thing with this wooden mallet.
Who won? I'll tell you in 3 days.
No, you don't understand. It's actually, it's not silly at all. It's, well, the tallywhacker runs around the diddle-donga.
Hey, dipshit,
and then they hit.
Throw the ball down the lane, count the pins. That's it. You're done. Do it 10 times. We're done.
And the computer does it for you, and it gives you a fun little animation that's just like a little cowboy shooting down the pins. That's rad. That's sick as fuck. You know what? It's actually okay if bowling makes you horny. That is actually like if that's okay if bowling makes you horny. After going back to that,
it's more normal to get turned on by bowling than it is not to.
It's more normal to be turned on by the thought of bowling than being British, I think. The British are
I like where horny. This is where conversation can get you, okay? Like, we're not afraid to touch these topics, and that's why we can end at the other side as people who have grown and people who have expanded our brains and gotten different perspectives.
Yeah, people say that we're closed-minded or like in our own worlds or whatever.
Puerile.
People say we're puerile all the time.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna come stab you. I just gotta get that out there.
But our audience is more smarter now because we're teaching them to have these conversations with their family members and their friends.
Oh.
We're allowing them this space to kind of like take part in these intellectual conversations about like how horny does a bowling alley make you? Like,
yeah, in comparison to a European.
How
fucking get him, dude.
How horned up does it make you to think about a pitcher of Miller Lite, the greasiest cheese curds you've ever had, and a bowling ball that has not been cleaned since 2005?
And the low quality, way too overblown, like Queen songs that are playing at the bowling alley.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna find your wife there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you find a wife.
The minute it goes to the black lights and everything starts glowing, you are gonna find the love of your life.
Of course. You know, on the note of wanting to make our audience smarter, you know what we haven't done in a while?
What's that?
Welcome to the Random Article Quiz Show, Wikipedia Game Show, Quiz Show Game. I'm your host, Tay, and my lovely two contestants are going to be guessing random things from this random article I pulled off of Wikipedia. Are you two ready to play?
I'm gonna fucking bury you, Tyler.
Okay.
I love the competitive spirit.
I don't feel the same competitiveness. I'm more here so our audience can learn.
Ah, okay. Going with the pansy route. All right.
I'm here to fucking kill you.
All right,
Okay.
so Petra volubilis, commonly known as purple wreath, queen's wreath, or sandpaper vine, is an evergreen flowering vine in the family of Verbenaceae, native to tropical America that is valued specially for its display of blank flowers. What color is this flower?
Fuck, that was a lot of big purple.
I was going to say purple.
It is
a nutsack.
violet flowers, because I did also say purple wreath earlier. Like I said, we haven't done this in a hot minute. Bear with us. Everybody gets a point.
Okay. Hey, Tay, quick question.
Yeah.
Do you prepare these?
Yes, I prepared this one. I have actual questions.
Got it. Just seemed like you flunked that one pretty hard.
I did flunk that one. Yes. Again, haven't done this in a hot minute. We're going to fuck up a bit. It's fine.
Okay.
Trying to channel my inner...
I feel like maybe I should get an extra point because I was brave enough to use the same answer as Tori.
So actually, you're going to lose half a point for challenging me and my authority?
Got it.
All right. Depending on the climate, it can have up to blank blooms in the year. How many times a year does this flower bloom?
What's the flower called again? What is this?
Petra volubilis.
Petra volubilis? Yeah, I feel like the audience needs to know exactly what we're even fucking talking about here.
4 times a year.
Where was it located? Was that in the first sentence?
Tropical America.
Tropical America. Fuck it. Let's say twice as good as Tori, 8.
I'm giving it to Tori because it is 2 blooms in a year.
Okay.
Okay, it seems weird because he didn't get it right, but that's fine. Our audience isn't really getting smarter if Tori's just getting it wrong, and we keep rewarding Tori for being
right, but
wrong.
I'm telling you
okay.
the correct answer because he was closer.
Yeah, but I mean, I just think if Tori was wrong, he shouldn't get it.
Listen.
Because it's like Price is Right rules. If you go over, you lost, you know?
No, it is clearly not, because we've done multiple episodes of this game show where that has not been the case. It is something completely different.
I just feel like Tori doesn't deserve it.
Who the fuck are you to tell me the rules of my own show? You're at 0 points again, motherfucker. Get out of here.
Okay, I just feel like Tori doesn't deserve it, but that's fine.
In temperate climates, Petra volubilis prefers full sun and can tolerate shade, although it will not flower profusely. It handles a very light and fleeting frost at temperatures down to blank, but beyond this threshold, the plant will die. What temperature on the lower end can this plant survive?
42 degrees Fahrenheit.
Degrees Celsius.
I don't know Celsius.
I don't know
Okay,
Celsius.
then I will
You got to
convert
do
it on
the.
the
You got to
fly.
do the. You got to do the
What's 30
conversion.
degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius.
That would be minus 1.
-1.1.
Fine. Okay, let me look up really quick. Tori, can you ask Siri what 42 degrees Fahrenheit is in Celsius?
What is 42 degrees Fahrenheit in Celsius?
The answer is 5.6 degrees Celsius.
5.6.
Mine's 5.6 then.
So, Tori, what was yours?
-1.1.
Giving it to Tori
Hell
because
yeah,
it is
you are.
-2 degrees Celsius that this plant can survive.
Okay. See, that seems fair because Tori didn't go over, so that one seems fair.
But that doesn't make fucking sense because
No,
his
it's
was
just, I'm just saying. It just seems more fair that way,
no. He did go over because it's a negative fucking number. You dipshit.
No, but the negative, you see, it works in big numbers. We don't do negative. I didn't do math. So it's just if whatever number bigger is the big
so
one.
it's only okay when you come up with the fucking explanation as to why you're right.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You understand that that's
it.
the most
Yes.
dumb bullshit thing anyone has ever said in their life, right?
Yes, but you do have to try and win the game by any means necessary. So that makes it okay.
You know what? I respect the tenacity. You get a point.
Thank you.
What's the score? Hold on, Tori. Tyler gets a point. Tori's at 2. Okay, we're chilling. All right. The Waiapi ethnic group traditionally uses a preparation with sap to treat burns, wounds, inflammation, and abscesses in the Caribbean. It is used to treat blank.
Chlamydia. No, wait. What's the worst one than chlamydia? I'm going to say...
Chlamydia 2.
Is it
AIDS?
scurvy?
Yep.
So, again, your answers were chlamydia and scurvy.
Mine is chlamydia and scurvy. Tori, you can also get a second one, too, if you want to jump in on what else. Because medicines have a couple uses,
Sometimes they do, yeah. I'm going to say it's for toothaches.
Okay, so I am going to give it to Tyler here.
This is going to be interesting to see how it's closer.
Because it's used to treat diarrhea, which is something that you excrete, much like chlamydia.
All right.
Sure.
Is chlamydia the one where they clap on your penis to make it go squirt?
With all the pus, with all the yeah.
All right. As a climbing plant, it grows to the height of blank meters or blank feet.
Okay, thank fucking God. I was about to say, we are not doing this fucking stupid ass system.
11.5 feet.
That's big as fuck, dude. Holy shit.
Shut the fuck up, Tyler. You know nothing about this.
I'm gonna say 3.5 feet.
So it goes to Tori, but guys, it's 39 feet tall.
Fuck.
The bloom of the what is this?
It's
the
like
vine.
It's like a vine bush thing. Yeah, it says here that as a climbing plant. So like if it's attached to something on a wall.
Oh, I didn't hear where you said climbing plant. I'm just not paying attention that much.
Okay, so point goes to Tori.
It's like a vine. When you said vine bush, my brain said vine bush 84.
Okay, well, here's the other question then. If it doesn't have something to climb up, as a shrub, how tall does it grow?
3.5 feet.
3 feet.
You're a son of a bitch.
I have to go with Tyler.
Fuck.
13 feet.
God damn, this is a big boy.
That's a
big
tall fucking plant.
So you both are tied right now at 3 points.
That doesn't seem real. Like, I feel like when I go back in the edit, Tori probably clearly won, but sure, I'll take a tie. I feel like
look, this is about the experience. We've gained points, we've lost points. There's been compromise, fighting, resolution. We're telling a story in this game.
So my question to you for the tiebreaker, is this a nectar-bearing plant?
Purple.
How much on a scale of 1 to 10 does this plant produce nectar?
Oh, you're saying how fertile is this
How
plant
fertile is
on
this
a
plant?
how
There
breedable
is
is this
a,
plant 1 to 10?
There is a metric here for that on this Wikipedia page.
8.
What is the question?
I just said a number. I don't know.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how fertile is this plant in terms of nectar bearing?
1 to 10, Tyler. How much nectar it got, bud? Don't overthink it. You wouldn't. Knowing more doesn't give you any better chance of getting this.
That's why I'm like, it's a completely like nonsensical thing that
How
I'm like.
much nectar she squirt, pal?
I mean, if it gets to be like, what'd you say, like 39 feet tall, I imagine that's that flower's got a juicer. So I'm going to say a 9.8. That flower is juicing.
I'm giving it to Tyler because on this article it says its very nectar-bearing flowers attract butterflies. If you're attracting butterflies, you got some fucking juice in you.
Yeah, I'll take that point.
So
Sure.
why did you give me a 1 to 10 scale on this nectar juice ability when you're gonna say the actual number is it get butterfly?
So that is the end of our game show. Tyler has won this
I don't
round.
even remember what the fuck this plant was called, Tay. I didn't learn anything from this.
Petra Thank you so much for playing my game show. Tyler, you get to take home another gold medal. I think that's like 9 now. I don't know.
My room is getting a little full. Can I just give it to Tori out of just like, I don't really have space for
Out
it?
of the fact that like I probably did get it.
Tori, no one likes a sore loser, okay?
Yeah.
So why don't you fucking quit with that attitude,
So
all right?
that's been this episode of the Wikipedia Game Show Quiz Article Game Show Random Show Article Game. Thank you for joining me.
I think your resolution this year should be to create a name and stick with it.
It has a name. What do you mean?
I think your resolution this year should be
1080p.
No, I think it should be maybe on the prep work side. Maybe we leave that in the oven and have a better point system.
What do you mean?
For next time.
You're like, what do you mean it's flawless?
I don't understand what you're saying. Like, it's a game show. Like, I figured it out. Like, the formula is there.
Yeah, sure. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I actually got a audience question here to round out the show here, from HD2K, which is, would you rather climb Mount Everest or go through school again pre-K to college?
Everest? Are you fucking joking? Holy God, I don't want to go through school again. That shit's hell.
Yeah, you barely did it the first time.
I bet I'd be like really good at it though.
Wait, do you keep your consciousness?
Am I gonna be like getting in there and just like 2, 4, 6, like I fucking just nailing that shit?
Yeah, dude, kindergarten's in the fucking bag, dude.
I don't think you can speed run it though. Like I don't think you get to skip a grade. I think the whole point of the choosing is you have to either do the full time or you do Everest.
So I guess we should
keep in
establish,
mind-
do you keep your current age and knowledge, or do you go back in time and I'm that age again and I'm redoing things fresh?
I say you just got to do it again. You don't get to experience it for the first time. Like that's part of the punishment is you're doing it again. You're doing it again right now. You go tomorrow.
So there's no time frame on which I have to finish this, is what you're saying.
You can't do part-time second grade for a while. Like,
What do you fucking
I'm just taking
mean?
night classes.
You can't do remedial second grade for part-time.
No,
Like,
what I'm saying is, can I repeat a grade in this scenario?
yeah, you're repeating all of them.
No.
Pre-K to
no.
college.
Can I do second grade a third time is what I'm saying.
Tay, I
You
swear
want
to God.
I don't know. Maybe. If I'm really vibing.
No, you do pre-K to college in the exact order you did it the first time, unless you're saying, you know what, I wouldn't honestly, after all of this, Tay, were you held back in second grade numerous times? Is that why you're asking?
Oh.
Okay. It's pre-K.
Why do you want to hang around with those kids so long?
It's not the kids, dude. It's the fucking teacher. She's so fucking hot.
I don't think you get to go through with your teachers again. I think you have to enroll in a local elementary school and do them again.
You're doing it again. You're doing it again, or you're doing Everest. And here, for context,
Can you vape while climbing Everest? Because if not, I'm
I
out.
thought you were going to say, can you vape in the second grade?
in neither, Tori, neither of those places you can vape. You cannot vape. You can only
even, like-
start vaping once you hit 10th grade and you have a friend in high school old enough that's got a brother who can buy you a vape. So you've got to do the whole
I
system.
can't go and say, hey, I'm 27 years old. Could I please buy this elf bar?
No.
Okay.
No, you got to do it like with your level of consciousness,
So I
but
can't
buy the
booze
books
or anything.
No, buy the book. Well, you can buy booze after class, but you can't, like when you go home.
Okay. Oh, okay, sure.
When you go home, sure.
It shows you how much I don't want to climb Everest that I'm even thinking about this.
For reference, 17 people died climbing Everest last year, 2023.
Okay, but think of it
17
this way.
people.
Think of it this way, right? The amount of prestige that is in graduating school and climbing Everest are not comparable in the slightest.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you graduate from college, I have a college education. When you climb Everest, I dropped out in 10th grade. And I've spent my days hacky sacking, is what you're telling people.
That's not my point, but you articulated it better.
Are you
than I
saying our
could've.
best and brightest scholars are the ones climbing Everest and going shaka bra at the top?
And then leaving all their trash at the top?
You're saying that's our best and brightest?
It's people who want to be respected. It's the same reason that you'd fucking become a cop or join the National Guard. It's because you want to force respect upon yourself. Because there's no one who's that impressed by you climbing Everest. It's kind of like going to Harvard, where you'd be like, oh, yeah, I climbed Everest. And the first thing out of people's mouths, oh.
Cool. I honestly think climbing Everest is probably wicked easy, too.
At this point, maybe.
You just you pay for a dude who basically carries you up that bitch.
Yeah. And with how well trodden it is now, it's probably like the routing is probably way the hell easier than it used to be back in the day.
Well, there's a line to get to the top right now. You got to wait with your selfie stick. You got to wait with your selfie
think
stick.
climbing Everest is easy. I just think I don't care.
That's a good point.
I'm picking to climb Everest because I want
To die.
to do it and be the first person to not be annoying about it. Like, I want to climb Everest, have only us know about it because it was part of like the punishment, and then no one else ever finds out that I did it.
Or if they do, you're nonchalant as fuck about it. You're like,
and I'm not even trying
to.
It's like, you climbed Everest? Yeah. How's the punch here, though? Like, did you like what'd you get to drink?
I don't want to talk about Everest.
No, but you can't even do that, because then it seems like, oh, I don't want to talk about Everest, and you just got to dish it out like right away. Like, oh, you climbed Everest? Yeah. What'd you get to eat? Is the cheese curds? Oh, those look pretty good.
Complete like dismissal.
Hey, you want to go bowling?
Oh fuck yeah, I do.
Like, I'm taking Everest specifically to show the world that it can be done in such a way that doesn't require you to be unbearable.
Yeah.
As a
I'm
human.
going to climb Everest, and I'm going to bring a sled. No one's thought about that.
Oh.
No, Tori, they have thought about that, because how do you think they get the dead bodies to the base camp?
Oh shit, that is how they do it. Fuck. But it's going to be way cooler because I'll be alive.
They strap those fuckers in and they just whee.
Or if we bring enough slip and slides end to end, we could probably, it might take a couple trips up, but like then we could all like, I'll go up and I'll get up to like the base camp and then start the slip and slide.
The issue with that though is how are we going to keep the water warm enough to not freeze?
It's going to be so fucking cold.
Yeah.
It's going to cut the shit out of your nipples when you try and belly slide down it.
What if instead of water, we use something with a lower freezing point, like, I don't know.
Oil.
KY, hers and mine.
I was going to say vodka.
Or vodka.
What about
Vodka
the vegetable
and palm oil?
glycerin with vape? What if we do like a big vape slide?
Yeah. Oh, olive oil. There we go.
Oh, yeah, easy.
That's a bit expensive, though. Could we do like Pam? Could we just spray some Pam?
Yeah, well, you know what I meant.
We have to do olive oil because it's the cheapest alternative to like going up and spraying it every time someone goes down.
What if we could just wet like one big piece of aluminum foil and with Pam, just spray that Pam on it.
I would do Everest because I got bullied through all of my schooling and I don't want to do that again.
Yeah, it's not going to get better either.
No.
It's going to get actually worse.
You're like, what are your interests? Pokemon? Dork?
Yeah.
Oh, wearing cat ears to school, huh?
You ever heard of Skibbity Toilet? That shit funny as hell. What do you like, Pokemon? That shit lame as fuck.
God.
Tay's like, fuck, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
It's happening. It's happening. Oh, what are you watching? Bluey on your iPad? Get a life. Go make some friends.
Before I spiral into my depression, thank you so much for listening to our show.
Stutter
Shut
too?
up!
You need to repeat another grade? Come on, let's send you back. See how far we can put you back.
You'd be 28 years old, still eating lunch with the teacher.
Thank you so much for listening to our show. Go ahead and leave a like, favorite, comment, and or review. Really helps us out. Gets us into curated lists. And hey, you know what? It helps us beat that algorithm too. And if you want to join in the discourse, you can join our Discord. And the information for that is going to be in the description of wherever you're listening to this show.
You can also go over to youtube.com/shapelessmedia to find every episode of this show and hundreds of other videos that you just might like.
We've now reached the end of the episode where you can say anything that you want and it legally becomes truth. That's how this works this year, is whenever you say something at the end of the episode, it is real, but you can't be held accountable in a court of law.
What's something fun you could leave at the top of Everest as like a good little goof?
Pile of shit.
Okay. So that's what 2024 is bringing, huh?
How many people can claim that they took a dump on the Everest peak?
So many people. Where else are you going to dump?
You're not doing it in your pants.
You're not wearing a colostomy bag.
There's literally, it's covered in shit up there.
Bodies.
And oxygen tanks.
What if you left a business card with a QR code to this podcast?
Or what if you left a banana peel so they get up to the tippy top to take their selfie and whoop!
Oh!